Okay, everyone, welcome back. It's Darth Tigger here. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been doing a little bit of work on the dungeon, and I wanted to show you where I was. So let's just move in here. Um, so there have been a lot of updates in the game since the last time I was here, and there have been a few changes in what I've done. First thing I'm going to do, you'll all remember this little area here. It's your underground um, little lake there that I showed you before. It's raining out right now, and it's dark, so it's a little hard to see things. And if you take a look here, it's pretty difficult to see where the entrance to the dungeon is, and even if you get up, as you get up closer, it's definitely camouflaged pretty well. So you come in here, and so that little switch that you just saw me throw here is something quite interesting. It's actually there's a secret door here, and that little switch just opened it, and it comes in to allow you to turn on and off this other switch. Now this switch doesn't do anything yet, but eventually it's going to do the same thing as the other secret door, and what it's going to do is it's going to block this entire area off here. So if you come in and you haven't turned on this switch yet, so turn it back off there so you can see. I'm going to go back in. You'll notice that the wall's back. So what's going to happen is you walk in here and you'll literally see a wall like this. You'll walk into nothing. You walk outside, you flip that switch, this secret door will open. You go into that secret door, you flip that other switch, and this wall will open. Once that does, then you see this. And so we'll go down the stairs here. These two white blocks that you see here, they're actually registration markers. So I know what the grid system is. They'll be turned out for the same color brick as everything else. So you're going to go down. Oh, a little bit of lag because of the storm outside. All we have to do is get far enough away that the storm turns itself off. So we're going all the way down. Now I arbitrarily stopped digging at this level right here. And if you look back up, there's the top. And where I stopped digging was literally 20 levels, 20 blocks to bedrock. Literally, when I was digging out this hole, I'm on artist mode or something like that. When I was digging this hole, I was actually able to dig through the bottom of the world. So trust me when I say the bottom of the world is just that's I think 3 blocks below this, but the bedrock layer of Minecraft is a little bit uneven. So that's how far we are from the bottom of the world. So you come down the stairs here, and be careful not to step in the hole. And this is what you're greeted with. And these orange blocks, again, they're registration markers, so I can get the grid layout right down here. And this is what I've got. Those are the stairs that we just came down. And eventually this entire thing is going to become a labyrinth. And if I just go up here, you can see. So as I've said before, each one of these squares here is a 10 by 10 foot space. And if you think about this as a piece of graph paper, the lines that these orange squares make are the blue lines on your grid paper. So where I'll be putting the walls is along those lines. And the white markers that you saw were those registration markers up there, and that's just so I can get the 3D effect. I just turned them orange down at the bottom because orange was easier for me to see. But eventually they're all going to be taken out, and you're not going to see anything there except the gray walls. So, and when I look at, you remember I showed you some of those naturally occurring fissures before. That's where one of them is. There's another one down here. This may have actually gone all the way through this area. I'm not certain, but it's actually pretty cool looking on its own. So I'm going to leave it here, and maybe the Dungeon Master will do something with it. And another thing I did, so I don't know if I'm going to leave this here like this or not. This is brick. In the areas where there was a natural opening, I put brick over it just to kind of indicate that whoever created this dungeon actually just bricked that up in the end. And I also created this. I'm not sure if and or what I'm going to do with it. Another naturally occurring opening. It's interesting. The further you go here, the more of these really interesting things that you see. So I'm just going to put another torch there. I went all the way down here. And I just did this because I wanted to see how far it went. And I finally got bored here, so I went up. And I ran into water. That's water there. Oh, and the storm's still outside. That's a little trick you can do with a sign to keep the water out. So when I go all the way up, that little island that you see, that is not the island that I was on. You can't really see much here because of the storm. I'm gonna go back down. And we'll go back in. And so eventually what I'm going to do with this, I'm not sure how much of this area that we're in right now I'm going to use. I may use it as like a connection to another dungeon or something when I want to expand or something. Who knows? We'll see. But give it a second to render. There's a lot of things for it to look at here. Wow, it's pretty cool looking. So eventually what I'm going to do, let me just go up and see if I can see some of the redstone. I've used redstone here. There you go. You can see some of the mechanisms. That's actually the piston mechanism, which is raising and lowering the wall there, that secret door that I showed you, and this is the wiring for it. The other switch right there comes out to this here. Actually, yeah, I didn't actually take it anywhere, so it's the switch is in the on position right now, which turns the circuit off. There you go. Turns it back on. So you can see it dead ends there, but eventually I'm going to bring it around to here, and I'm going to have it fire 2 blocks across here, which will eventually create my second secret door there. So just to make it a little, diabolical on people, and give them something to figure out, because That's what Dungeons & Dragons is all about. So that's it for right now. I'm really at the point now where I can start construction. I think I'm going to take a little time and I'm going to get the pistons working for this second secret door first. And I haven't really decided what my layout in this dungeon is going to be yet, but as you can see from the grid pattern on the floor, I've got a lot to work with, and the up and down here, so there can be a lot of levels. Each one of these could be a level, or I could put an intermediate level in there in between them in order to either A, allow the ceilings to be higher, because one of the things that you'll notice with this, let me just get down here. The ceiling really is only, 6.5 foot high. Oh, look at that, I got a bat. That's really neat. That's something new in the game. So the ceilings are pretty low, but if I went with a double high ceiling, it would look, let me see, that was 1, 2, and the floor, 1, 2, and the floor. So the ceiling would look like that. I think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So the ceiling would